Hey YouTube, sup, what's good? It's your boy 6W. Why here, or as my family members or friends call me, Eric or Lion, whatever you want to call me, be my guest. I meant to make this video way sooner, honestly, but I just wanted to wait to decompress and just soak in everything that happened. And also, I was watching a podcast that my Uncle Nate got invited on. It was about 2 hours, not PG-13 at all, but he's a very chill person with a bunch of chill vibes. So that kind of got me calmed down just hearing him for 2 hours and got me to soak in the trade fully. Funny enough, I was honestly just sitting here playing League and had it on in the background. I'll link it down below. Again, it's not for anyone below the age of 18, so please don't join it if you are 18. But let's get into the news. So Aaron Rodgers is going to sign a historic deal that'll essentially send him a lot of money from the Packers. Now, I was talking with my people about this 2 days ago because he's a Denver fan, and no, we're going to get into the news. I am so happy for him because he deserves this. But I fully expected A-Rod to go there. It was writing on the wall, and he should have gone there. In fact, he literally screwed the Packers by doing what he did. He makes them take up a lot of calorie or a lot of salary cap, meaning that they are way more hard capped than they were. They don't have space to get any new people. They had to franchise Devontae. I wonder how long you can keep Devontae franchise tag for. You can't keep tagging him. I believe you can franchise tag a player 3 times, and they don't like it. But you get my drift, right? Like you literally screwed your pooch. I think that will they be a good playoff team? Yes, but they don't have that it factor. It's been shown year after year after year. How does Aaron Rodgers lose to Jimmy G, bro? I was sitting there with one of my parents watching the video or watching the game. I was so happy because we beat the Titans that night. I believe the Titans. Yeah, the Titans. And I was just like so happy that I won, and I'm watching them because, bro, I was praying he made it to the freaking Super Bowl because I guarantee you, even with that bull crap, we would have won. I know that they beat us once in the regular season, and we can get into that. A lot of coaching issues in our second and our return team having a historically bad day for us to lose that game, but we lost it. Oh well, win's a win. I think my team's better than theirs. We have a better QB, better weapons. They have a better defense than ours for sure, though. But and we'll get into defenses in a second. But I get that the special teams that game had all-time historic play. But dude, how do you lose? I just don't understand it. It's a shame, right? But I don't think A-Rod's team is going to be any better than what the Broncos have, right? It's just made no sense to me, but I get he wants his bag. He apparently doesn't care about winning as much, and you guys can roast me in the comment section if you think he's going to win or if you think they are going to be like Super Bowl contenders or if they win it. I want you to roast me, but I honestly don't think they will. Good news for me though, because I'm a Bengals fan and I did not want that dude going to Pittsburgh. I guarantee you, almost half of my family who are Pittsburgh fans wanted him to go to Pittsburgh. I'm glad he didn't go though. I really want them to draft on God Kenny Pickett. I was talking with my Uncle Trey because I missed him when he came over to my mom and people's house. But I really want them to draft Kenny Pickett. It's not like I'm trying to genuinely roast him. It's that I really do believe Kenny Pickett will be a good QB, and I want the North to be good for years to come. And I did call him a Walmart version of Joe Burrow because people compare him to him, and I try to explain to people that Joe Burrow's a very rare player. You're not just going to find players like him very often. He's a player who worked on his craft for years and years and years and years, and he became amazing. He's like a Dak Prescott type of dude. I guarantee you, if Joe Burrow was drafted in the 6th round, which that's what he was projected to be, he would have worked his way up and got on that starting spot, right? And he would have been the player he was regardless. It was just lucky for us as Bengals that we drafted him before or after he had that historic college season, and that dude showing why he's elite. I do also want to say too, I know that this is getting a little bit off topic, but if we took that trade from the Dolphins, I would have now in hindsight would have 100% taken it. I know that some people would call me, I love Joe Burrow to death. I'm wearing his jersey number 9 right now, but that would have given us the chance to draft Justin Herbert. We could have still drafted Justin Jefferson. Still could have drafted an old lineman, R.T. Higgins. For me, that's all you can ask for. Right. But that's getting off topic. Done with the air news. Let's get into the most exciting news of the day. As my people would say, go Denver. Denver got Russell Wilson. Now, what do I feel about this? I got friends who are Seahawks fans. A friend who's a Seahawks fan. He's sad about it. Seahawks did the thing the Packers wouldn't do, which is why I appreciate their franchise for doing what they did. Do I like it like short term for the Seahawks? No, I feel very, very bad for Seahawks fans because the Seahawks have been a very dominant team this whole generation. The Legion of Boom to me is the second greatest defensive team of all time. Nothing's beating that Bears team in I think 85. You may tell me if I'm wrong here, but the Legion of Boom was the second greatest defensive team of all time. They were amazing throughout this era, and it's pretty heartbreaking to see that the Seahawks are not as good anymore as they once was. But like I said, they did the thing that the Packers wouldn't, which is understand that they need to rebuild. They are not in a winning position right now. You re-signing Aaron Rodgers gives you no cap space. You guys are franchise tagging Devontae to keep him. You guys have no cap space. Why is this big? This is big for the Seahawks because they understand that if they keep Russell Wilson, that he is too good of a QB to let you lose, but you won't be contenders. You will be stuck in mediocrity. And that's something in all sports you never want. You want to either be really bad and get a good draft pick or be really good and be in contention. Ask Boston Celtics fans for the last couple of seasons how it feels being mediocre. It's not fun. For Denver, I genuinely love this trade. I think their defense, when on paper and at their best, should be a top 3 defense. I think, to me, the top 3 defenses in the league win healthy and everything's right on paper should be Denver, Pittsburgh, and Washington, or the Niners. Either one of those, I would probably put the Niners over Washington because I know the Niners have more talent on defense than Washington. But in my opinion, when those teams are the best defensive teams in the league, win healthy. Those are the top 5. You can throw my team in the mix, and people like to say who don't look at the games that my team was not a good defense this season. But you saw the plays they made in the Super Bowl and this whole postseason. Heartbreaking enough to find out that Logan Wilson, the guy who won us the freaking Super Bowl, or should have won us, but the refs, the refs have to interject themselves into the game, and I will be talking about them every chance I get and until we win, because it's different when you lose because you were the worst team, right? We weren't the worst team there. I would say we were pretty even in a skill, maybe even a bit better, and we outplayed them. But the refs had to cause your team to lose, and it's, to me, that is always unsettling, especially in the Super Bowl of all games. But defense really good. But I think their defense, when at their best, is a top five, in my opinion, top three. Amazing defense. I think their secondary is the best secondary next to ours. I believe theirs is a bit better because they have an elite cornerback that they just drafted last season who locks down the opposing offense's best weapons, and that's what you could ask for. That's all you can ask for. Their defense, they also have in my opinion, the second best safety in football because we have the first, and you can talk about Tyrann Mathieu and all of these other people, but I think the two best safeties in football are Jesse Bates and Simmons, and Justin Simmons is a dog on defense. He does everything. I don't know who their whole secondary lineup is. I just know that their secondary lineup is very, very good. Very, very good. I know I heard, now I might be wrong, so please tell me if I'm wrong, that the linebacker group needs a little bit more work, but pretty much everywhere in their defense is amazing. The only questions I have is their offense. I like Sutton. I think Sutton's going to be a really good wide receiver. Oh, sorry for the guys. Jesus. It just depends on, with Russell Wilson, I think he can be a really good weapon. But I don't like Judge Judy. I think Judge Judy has a lot of upside, and I think Russell Wilson can help him out. But at the end of the day, he is still a question mark to me on that team. Their whole offense, like they literally gave away their best young offensive star player, and their tight end Faint. I can't pronounce his name. It's either Fant or Faint, but they gave away him. That's not helping your offense any little bit. Their offensive line is garbage. I know there is free agency and you want to improve, but does a team want to go to the Broncos, or would a lineman want to go to a team like the Bengals where they understand 100%? That if you block for Joe Burrow, you have a good chance of making it to the Super Bowl. I get that Russell Wilson would have that it factor too, but they have to play in a conference 2 times a year against, and we'll get into the conference in full, but Derek Carr, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert. All of those guys are also top 10 QBs. I think, in my opinion, Derek Carr is right at 10 for me, and then Matt Stafford is right after him. And Justin Herbert is right below Burrow. So, in my opinion, let me see, 5th, because in my opinion, my top QBs, it'll always be this until A-Rod retires, which is A-Rod. I think A-Rod is moons above everyone else. I think him and Tom Brady were on the same tier, but after Tom Brady retired, it's A-Rod. After A-Rod, you have Patrick Mahomes. After Patrick Mahomes, you have Josh Allen, who I think Patrick Mahomes is a bit better, or is better than Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen is in his realm. Not quite as good as him, but he is still really, really good. I think Joe Burrow's on his tier, but not as good as him. And then you got Justin Herbert, which is the controversial. In my opinion, Justin Herbert is just a one percentile difference for me. It's just a 1 percentile difference for me. I'm going to go Justin Herbert in certain situations, but I think Burrow's better. And besides that, then you put Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, Matt Stafford, Derek Carr. I think I got 10. If not, tell me and I'll fix it below. But yeah, why is this important? Because now he has to go against 3 of the top 10 QBs 2 times a year. Now, I think the defense is good enough to handle their offenses. It's been done before. Just look at that Denver Chargers game, right? But my question is, what is their offensive guys going to do? It's been widely rumored and widely confirmed that the reason why dude left the Seahawks in the first place is because of no line. It kind of makes no sense to me that your main focus would be to leave and join a new team that doesn't have a good O-line. Now, you can always go to the draft and get new alignment and get good, but you can't fix a whole alignment through the draft or a whole line, right? Because you can maybe get a good solid alignment for the future in the first round, yes, maybe even the second round, yes. But I highly doubt the third, fourth, fifth, sixth round, seventh round guys are going. I believe there's a seventh round. I may be dumb if there's not, but those guys are all project players. They aren't going to be done this year, ready to block for you for Russell Wilson. So you guys are going to have to figure it out. For everyone saying blah blah blah, get Gronk. I could see that happening. I'm having 100% Bengals bias here, and Gronk said he wants to play with us, so I don't want you guys to get him. I'm sorry, people. I want Gronk to join my team, but regardless, Gronk is would be really good for them because they have a weapon who can do the job. Or Russell Wilson, a reliable person to throw on. I trust Sertan or not or Son, my bad, but I don't trust Judge Judy, and how good Sutton is left to be seen. That's my opinion on what's happened in the NFL today. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I would be glad to answer them. This is coming from a Bengals fan. I watch Broncos games my whole life because of my peepot, so I know a lot about Broncos games. Or I know a lot about Broncos teams. If you go into my Mima People's Garage, you will see tons of Broncos stuff like newspapers, cups, action figures of Broncos players. It's been a long time coming. I am so happy for people like he's wanted. Or I've been telling him that like since the Bucks went to the Super Bowl that they were going to get Rodgers, and they should have, and I'm so glad they're getting him. But anyways, I hope you guys have a good night. I'm about to get off. I'm tired. Oh, I lied to you before. I didn't finish the podcast my freaking Uncle Nate was on. I'm on like one more hour left. My bad. So I'm going to go finish that, and then I'm going to pass out. Love you all. Hope you guys have a good night. Later, gang. See y'all later.